My ears are ringing like a choir of evil angels singing. Bowls of wrath is what they're bringing to everyone today. Yay! This is the third time the low-flying jetliner here. It's gone over in like the last 5 minutes. And off in the distance you hear the propellers and the drone of the diesel engine of the little plane on its way. Because, well, they can't spray for some reason today. Look how blue the sky is. But they can certainly microwave. Gee, we can't spray today. Let's send in as many planes as we can to microwave. That's a good idea. We got to stay on course for this 2025 timeline with co-opted insects. NASA's co-opted insect. You see the bugs around me? NASA's 2025 timeline with geoengineering and weather, owning the weather, I think it was named exactly, and many other things, bioengineering and GMOs, and one of the things that I found most disturbing was co-opted insects. And over the last 6-7 years, I've noticed that the normal insects in this environment here in the Pacific Northwest, where I've lived my whole life and was pretty familiar with all of them, they've pretty much all moved away or died as far as the bugs go. And they've been replaced with more creepy, more weird and strange behaviored bugs that, don't necessarily bite but are all up in your fucking grill. And or in swarms even here. I try to avoid the swarms of these weird fucking shield bugs, and they were here for a couple of years. Their back was shaped like a shield, actually, kind of like this in a way. Anyway, and there's the ranch house over there. You can see it. Yeah, they're gonna tear that shit down, and this field here, it's doing nothing. We need to, cut down some of these trees and get them out of the way, and then we can put in a subdivision, make some money. Cause what's this useless farmland doing here, right? But I digress. Whoa! Microwaves. Almost fell on my ass there. Good thing I've got the reflexes of a jaguar. What a mess. Failed attempt at heating water. Well, it worked, but this chick stole the propane tank and torch that was used for asphalt roofing that I was using to heat the water, and then said she didn't, but I know she did. All of a sudden the bugs are out. They were all like pretty much leaving me alone a minute ago. Jeez. I decided while I'm waiting to get some money to get a new rotor so this thing will charge again, quit charging on me, I would alter the handlebars and move the fuse box away, because I never liked the way the fuse box was on the CB900s. It was like right here, big, thing. I suppose it was supposed to look futuristic and high tech in the 80s, but I found these. These are from BMW, which has a different style of bolt down, that way, but with risers. And the handlebars are just a little too far forward. It was quite a reach. Unless you're 6'3" or something, then you'd be all right. But so at first I drilled them out and then and put the risers on, And then I realized, oh yeah, I got the half moon in the bottom right there. I thought about putting a plug in there, but I'm like, that's gonna look funny, and these don't line up exactly, and yada yada. So I figured the best thing to do, since I'd gone this far already, was to cut that perfectly straight, and then I'll still get rise out of them. They'll be, the thickness of the bar higher, and that will help a little on riding, so I don't have to feel like I'm laying out across this great big tank. Just got a lot of chips in it. Gotta buff that stuff up. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. If I'm trying to between airplanes and bugs. And then I didn't bring my cutoff wheel. I'm looking at doing it with a hacksaw, but then I think maybe I should just take the triple tree off and to take it in the shop and do it that way. In the vise. Probably what I'll do. Alright, anyway. Hey, there's a gap in the plains. And look at these clouds. Check this shit. I mean, this is what our summers are supposed to look like here in Vancouver, and this is what I remember growing up was puffy white clouds if there were clouds, and warm temperatures and nice warm sunshine that, you know, is even kind of yellow, right? Yellow white. Yeah. Not continuous airplanes and then stripes and then haze that looks like a marine layer that's not a marine layer. The marine layer is moist air, and so it leaves dew on the ground, whereas this stuff prevents there from being dew on the ground. If you go outside and it looks like the marine layer and there's not dew on the ground and on the windows, it's not a marine layer. It's an aerosol layer. Anyway, so yeah. But I think I'm going to do a little on this Honda here right now, and then I'm going to escape to the river and walk in some mud and soak again, because the Lewis has really been helping me at the Lewis River. And Mr. Shane Lewis that I got this bike from. I wonder if I could get him to give me some tags. Again, it's still in his name. Mine just expired, so it's running like a top though. Anyway, finally, after much effort. All right, and yeah, there's my report on whatever for anybody who's bored enough to listen. A little commentary, a little history, a little weird bug flying up around here. I better move this way. These little fuckers. Remember, you only live twice.